Hey, welcome back in, friends. Well, most people nowadays have a serious problem with taking accountability for their actions or their habits. And they don't have a clear-cut way of getting back on the right track to become a healthier person overall, which could lead to hurting their personal or professional relationships.
Oh, yes, it does. And here to talk more about the steps that you can take to becoming more accountable in your everyday life is mindset practitioner and author, Dr. Melissa Carver. Thank you so much for stopping back by, Dr. Carver.
Thank y'all for having me.
Okay, so let's talk about this, and let's talk about, the reasons why we don't like to be accountable sometimes for our behaviors.
Yeah, there's so many reasons we don't want to be held accountable for our behaviors. One, we don't want other people judging us, right? So usually people try to deflect that over to someone else. We also need to take a look at guiding others sometimes and learning and those type of actions, right? Accountability is hard. It's just really, we're hearing it on the news every day. I'm not going to go into anything political right now.
But it's there,
The 5 things.
No, there's no doubt. And, it's not easy to do. And when you finally, sort of gear up for it and say, okay, look, this is on me, and accept that and admit it to another person, 9 times out of 10, you receive wonderful feedback from that, and they say, good on you for that.
Absolutely.
And so, there is a risk reward there, but I've always found a reward. So it's helped me be more accountable when I've received that.
When you have a little reward at the end?
Absolutely. Yeah.
And you learn to view your own actions and words, right? Rather than always deflecting it over to the other person. Like, maybe I should take a listen at what they're saying. And am I really doing this, right? And what kind of conversations can we have around it?
So,
You've had a tutoring protege kind of model with this too, in terms of how do you help advise?
Well, we learn more effectively if we're guiding and tutoring another person. We also will take more accountability if we're kind of responsible for guiding and teaching another person.
Okay.
And you've also linked up with an institute too to help in this process. Let's talk about that.
Yes, we have. We've linked up with IIN, and there are multitude of courses on there, and we have linked with them to give people the cheapest discount possible. You can find that. I think they're going to show that on the screen. If not, you can hit me up on social media to get that. But the more we learn about ourselves, and then the more we tutor and guide others, it's kind of a give, like you were talking about the give-take, right? Like, okay, I'll hold you accountable if you hold me accountable.
Yes, with no judging.
I'll tell you the truth if you tell me the truth.
The no judging part is tough too, because our backstories tend to, hey, you shouldn't. But boy, that really takes a person down the wrong road when you're starting to put your stamp on them.
Absolutely.
So let's talk about real quick, like some of the steps to even get started, because doing that is so difficult sometimes. And it's like, if I, let's say I'm trying to lose weight and forget it. I'm just, I blew it, forget it. And you just move on. How do you get out of that mindset that you're in at that moment?
That's why having another person to hold you accountable really, really helps out.
Yes, exactly.
Absolutely.
Wingman.
Yes. And it doesn't have to take a lot of time either. You can just a little phone call or a text or an emoji. I often have clients just send me an emoji that I'll be the person that holds you accountable. So whatever goal that is you're working on, it doesn't have to be a big paragraph. You don't have to tell me in detail. Just shoot me an emoji that, hey, I got that thing done that we talked about today. I
like that. I really like that, because it does, there's certain people that I'm friends with in my life that I think I could totally do that with. And it would help you stay accountable, but also just feel more connected to those around you.
Strengthen your personal and professional bonds big time if you're doing it right. And that's the key. And this content that you have this partnership with through this institute, this is something available through your services. So what's the best way for people to sorry, we're being told here, but there's a special report coming. But real quick, Melissa, what's the best way to get in touch with you?
Social media. Find me on social media and you will find all the things.
Wonderful.
Very good.
Dr. Carver, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you so much.